good? YouTube. Twitch. Kick. A bunch of other platforms you guys probably haven't heard of.
I think some of those are illegal in Texas now.
Which ones?
I was just joking about the new ban that Texas put on a lot of porn websites. Or I think it's 2.
All right. Let's see here. Welcome to everybody joining in. Well, if we even have anyone right now, it takes a minute for people to kind of start hopping in here or there.
Usually that's the way it goes, no problem.
Let me pull up my stream on my phone. What's up, Rylan? Welcome to the podcast. We are doing a Dragon Ball Z podcast today. Sorry, you guys can't see the chat. Let me see. But to start it off, I wanted to go over let's see, what video should I go over today? I didn't think this part through. I have like the second segment.
There are so many videos you can choose from Dragon Ball.
That's true. But I wanted to go over like one of the ones that I started up. Which one did I do last time? I did How Did Vegeta Learn to Sense Ki, right?
Yeah, that's
all right, here's one. So now I will share my screen real quick. You guys see that?
We all know that famous scene where Krillin was given the spirit bomb by Goku. Did Vegeta have any good in him? That's why the spirit bomb didn't kill him in the beginning. Krillin throws the ball at Vegeta.
That's pretty much the basis of it. So if Vegeta, or like, so if you guys remember Goku threw the spirit bomb at Vegeta. No, he gave it to Krillin to throw it at Vegeta. And so when Krillin threw the spirit bomb at Vegeta, he hops over it, right? And then Goku had a split second to tell Gohan, because the spirit bomb's coming right to Gohan, like, throw it back, Gohan, throw it back. It won't hurt you if you're not evil. And so Gohan sticks his arms out, pushes the spirit bomb back toward Vegeta, hits Vegeta, and it doesn't kill Vegeta. So, like, my question to you guys, does this mean Vegeta has a little bit of good in him in the beginning? That's why it didn't kill him. And let's start with Jose first. What do you think?
I was gonna say I'm not sure, because if I remember correctly, Boo also gets hit with a spirit bomb, doesn't he? And he doesn't die. And
he does, yeah.
He does.
No,
die?
he does.
I thought he.
No, he doesn't die.
He dies. Okay. I wasn't sure because I don't remember. I'm trying to remember the times that the spirit bomb actually killed someone, and I am trying to remember all the times that it was used. That I can remember like 3, but I would say probably. I mean, like, I can't think of any other reason why it wouldn't kill him, but I mean, there's that saying, "There's some good in everybody," and Yeah, no, I would probably say yeah. Like Vegeta, like the thing is that I don't think Vegeta has ever been like evil per se. He's arrogant, sure. He's an asshole sometimes, but there's a difference between being like an asshole and arrogant and being like evil. Like Frieza's evil, um, or Boo was evil, kind of thing. Like I'm trying to remember, like when they first introduced Vegeta, did he actually do anything evil outside of just want to be, the Prince of Saiyans and be like bowed down to and whatnot?
I'm not gonna give any input yet till you guys are done. Do you got anything more to add, Jose?
Yeah, no, I think that's my input. I'm just trying, like I said, I'm trying to remember if Vegeta actually did anything quote unquote evil per se, or if he was just some arrogant asshole that showed up at some point.
All right, so
Because
you're
I would
saying,
like
oh, go
I'm
ahead.
saying like yeah, it probably didn't hurt him because he wasn't purely evil. He was
Okay.
it hurt him because there was some evil within him, but sure, who doesn't have a little bit of that in them?
So you're going with he did have some good in him in the beginning.
Yeah.
All right, John, what do you think?
That's a good point. Actually, I didn't really think about that. Um, Personally, I just thought it just wasn't strong enough. Just because I was gonna say, talking about the Majin Buu too, it didn't kill him when he got hit with it. So I just think it probably wasn't powerful enough. Like Goku wasn't up to like his high levels yet. That's what I'm thinking. But that's a good theory. I didn't really think about how he could have some good in him too. But then my question is also because I know Krillin can hold it and touch it, and he doesn't get hit. He doesn't get killed by it. But we know that he doesn't have like all good in him because he can't find the Nimbus cloud and all that stuff. So I don't know.
Mm.
I'm leaning more towards like I just don't think it was powerful enough to actually attack him to kill him at that point yet.
So you're saying it's not because he had some good in him. That's why he survived.
Yeah, I don't think that's it at all. Because I mean, Majin. I mean, technically, he does kind of in his own mind, like he's doing what he's supposed to do. So it's kind of a perspective because for him, like taking over planets and doing all that stuff is like normal stuff that they do. So maybe it's not seen as like evil to the Saiyans. That's more like I guess just a point of view. But to me, I don't think it has to do with that. I think it's more just it wasn't strong enough to hit him yet. Like because maybe he just hasn't gathered enough energy or he needed more. Obviously, because he can put more into it if he gets more universes involved and all that stuff. So I think maybe it just wasn't at the time wasn't powerful enough to take him out.
Yeah, that's some good points. All right, Jose, for you,
Plus, Goku
I
was kind
want.
of weak too. By the way, I just throw that in there. He wasn't at like his max strength.
That's probably true too. You came up with some good points, John. But for Jose, I wanted to throw a wrench in your plans. So you said he probably does have some good in him. Uh, Pretty much. So some evil feats Vegeta did when he was first introduced. When Nappa and Vegeta first landed on what's it called? They landed on Earth. Vegeta or Nappa with two fingers destroys the whole city in cold blood, and Vegeta he was just standing right there smirking the whole time with them. And like afterwards, like Vegeta, his first thoughts weren't like, "Oh my God, you just destroyed a bunch of people, you freaking idiot," you know? It was his first thoughts were like, "Bro, you could have destroyed a Dragon Ball, like think before you act," type of thing. Uh, and then another cold thing they did was when they were actually first introduced, like after Raditz was killed, there was like a quick shot to Vegeta and Nappa. They were seen eating like 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 a type of bug, but like people who like it was like people who can actually walk and talk and stuff because like in the manga there's like a gun, like limbs and stuff like that. So they're eating like other life forms and stuff like that. And the final thing I can think of is when Goku whips out the Kaioken at first. He basically destroys Nappa's spine and makes it so he can't fight anymore. And then Vegeta, what he first does is he just
Kills
grabs
Nappa,
Nappa by
right?
the hand. What was that?
It kills Nappa, doesn't he? I'm
Yeah,
remembering
kills
that now.
Nappa, cold blood. So knowing these things, what do you think about Vegeta now? Like, is he like you still think he has some good in him, or is he like evil to you?
Again, it's kind of one of those things where it's like I still think there might be some good in him. So the betrayal thing, like killing Nappa's the worst thing in my opinion, because like to watch somebody else destroy destroy like a city. Yes, that's evil, but like I guess the argument could be made: what's more evil, watching somebody do it or doing the actual act itself? Um, so I don't know on that one. Like that would be a whole debate on its own. But like the betrayal thing is the one that like I would say is the most evil. Now, like eating other life forms, like who doesn't? We eat cows. Cows are a life form. Life form. No one's evil for eating cows unless you're talking to a vegan. But like that like to eat other animals to me is not evil. Um, like we humans, like we eat live octopus and stuff like that. We do stuff like that. Like I get that it's kind of portrayed as a bad thing, but then you'd have to be like, well, is it a bad thing for other people to eat meat, even though we kill it and cook it and stuff like that? And but again, the most evil thing that I can think of, yes, you're right. He did just watch a planet or a city being destroyed. And actually, when you're mentioning it, while you're mentioning it though, didn't he use an attack that would have destroyed the world? But
Yes.
but Goku, like I can't remember if Goku stopped it or something like that.
Yes. It was like the famous beam clash, the Kamehameha versus Gallic gun.
Right? Yeah, that's yep. So like he could have technically done it, but he Goku stopped it. So I can see that. But my argument would still be, was he doing it out of an act of evil or doing it out of an act of like arrogance? Because I would still argue that there is a difference between arrogance and like evil. Like Majin Buu was evil. He was designed and created to be purely evil. Vegeta was raised thinking he was the best and wanting to like essentially like prove it or gain the power that he was essentially kind of like promised or thought that he owned. Um, and so he was doing that to gain what he thought was rightfully his. And again, there's evil within that, sure, but it's not out of just like purely acts of evil.
John, you got
Yeah,
anything to
I
add?
don't know. To me, it just goes back to like the perspective of it again. Like to maybe like kind of like what Jose was talking about too. Maybe to us, like doing all that killing Napa is like a bad thing, but on their planet, like weak people probably get sacrificed all the time, or just taken out. So maybe to him, it's not it's not seen as like a like all totally evil act, because he was if he was taught that growing up, like the weak people get killed, and he starts doing that himself. Whose fault is it really, to be honest? But I mean, that's getting into more questions. But to me, it's
Yeah.
like, to me, I just don't see it as. I mean, like I said, it's just a matter of perspective. You could see it as bad as him killing Nappa, but I could see it also as like, hey, he's getting in his way. This is what we just do on planet, on our planet. We don't really wait around for weak people. We take them out. So to me, I could see it either way. But I don't know. I do still think he has a little bit probably of good in him, just from because for his family, he's a prince. So there's got to be somewhere along the line where he's done good stuff for people, I would imagine. Just to be honest, we just haven't seen it, but up until that point.
Let's see. I would say what's it called? That they were more on the ruthless killer side, the evil side. Um, Basically, I would argue Kid Buu, yes, he probably was like on like the perspective of, hey, like I was born to kill. This is who I am. I'm like it's in my design. I can't help it type of thing. But like Vegeta and the Saiyans, like they were known as like the brutes of the universe. They were like the evil caveman strong type ones that just take over shit. So in my video basically I explain that like the whole killing Nappa thing that kind of like sealed the deal that he wasn't like didn't have any good in him in the beginning. uh the like John hit it on the nail. The reason the spirit bomb didn't kill Vegeta is just Vegeta was too strong. Goku didn't put enough power into it. So that's basically what that like how that went. um yeah, I don't really have anything else to add. Do you guys have anything else to add now that you guys know this? Any debates? Anything you guys want to like
I guess
argue about?
I wouldn't. I guess not much of an argument, but like the spirit bomb is comprised of the people of Earth. So would it be that Earth wasn't strong enough? Like the people on Earth weren't strong enough to kill Vegeta? Like was it
Mm,
all on Goku?
no. So the spirit bomb, like I actually looked this one up. It you can gain energy from plants, animals, people, the sun. And like I didn't know this until I looked it up, but you can even get it from like inanimate objects and the atmosphere. It's like the basic energy within all like anything. And basically, like in early Dragon Ball, when he first used it against Vegeta, he only like gathered energy for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds. But like in the Namek arc, he uh like charged it up for like 10 episodes in the original one. And then if you go like later in Dragon Ball Z Kai and like if you read the manga, he like charged it for like a full episode or a full chapter. So if he charged it up maybe like another 5-10 seconds, he probably could have destroyed Vegeta with it.
But with that, so like he's charging it. But then with that, I guess yes. But it's not that Goku wasn't powerful enough. It's just that he didn't charge it long enough. Then
Correct.
okay, I see. I see what you're saying. Gotcha.
John, you got anything?
No, that was pretty good. I mean, I can't really think of too much else to add on it. I don't know. I just think, like, just to add to whatever you guys were talking about, I just think, just thinking about it now, I just think that maybe it just wasn't charged up enough. The spirit bomb wasn't charged up enough when he shot it out.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
I can agree on that.
He did get stopped. I feel, now that I remember, he kind of got stopped early, right before he could charge it fully.
Yes, I think it I don't know. In real time, it felt like he was charging it longer than 10 seconds. But
Yeah,
um he
I
was
was like,
charging,
yeah.
but oh god. Yeah, like in real time, it felt like he was charging it longer than 10 seconds, but he actually did charge it longer than 10 seconds because like when he got disrupted by Uzuru form Vegeta, like he dropped the spirit bomb and exploded. But then when Krillin and everyone came to save him, Krillin pulls up to him and he's like, "Yo, hold out your hand. I charged enough for a second spirit bomb." So he gave it to Krillin, and then that's where like the second spirit bomb came from.
Oh yeah, he form it into a. He had to form it into a ball, right?
Yeah, he had to teach Krillin to form into a ball real quick.
Okay. Hey, maybe we can just blame this on Krillin, all right?
I
I'm
like
okay
that
with that.
idea. So it's Krillin's fault why Vegeta survived that.
Pretty much.
Then we wouldn't have Trunks. If he would have died, we would have had Trunks in the future.
I guess we needed him.
So right now, this is considered, unless you guys got anything else to add, this is considered in between segments. I was gonna read the chats.
No problem. Go for it.
Okay.
I guess in the meantime, look up some good DBZ memes that we can share for like in between the next segment. Uh, I'm just gonna share my screen here. Forgot to look up some good DBZ memes too. All right, so here, Rylan says probably because Goku didn't have enough energy to make it powerful enough. Pretty much.
Mhm.
Or Vegeta is too powerful. I'm pretty sure it's like a good mixture between both. Or Vegeta had too much power and the Spirit Bomb did so much damage but didn't kill him. Yeah, pretty much. And then let's see, Balumon. Oh shit.
Here you go. I posted a meme of Vegeta being mad evil.
I don't know if you guys can see this. My OBS.
Now hold on,
Let's
I'm not
see,
looking at it.
Balumon. Boo was reincarnated to the new kid, that evil one. Uh, yeah, he got reincarnated, and then he became pretty much a good person after that.
I still hate Boo's like reincarnation of Oob. So I just hate that name so much.
You hate it?
Yep.
Why do
I
you
hate
hate it?
that name so yeah, it just sounds so stupid.
It's supposed to be Boo backwards.
I
Yeah,
know.
I
I
know the
get
whole
it. It still sounds dumb.
Ooh,
Let's see, keep off the grass. Throws the grass.
He's being mad evil, I tell you.
Let's see. And then I think I created or I posted a Dragon Ball Z meme a while ago. Let me share my screen here.
Oh, here, I'll put the same thing on the fucking DBZ pic so I don't have to go to the other thing. To the other chat, the more personal, everybody can see it chat.
Gohan, help. We can't access our powers like this. It's Piccolo as a kid. Oh, I remember how to fix that. Gohan just picks up Piccolo and throws him into a rock. If anyone remembers early Dragon Ball, when
Oh,
Piccolo
that's
did
how
that
he
to
does it?
Gohan. Yeah, like he forced Kid Gohan to whip out like that crazy power he had by throwing him at a boulder.
It's the sink or swim thing. You're either gonna make it or you die.
Pretty much. All right, so that basically. Now we're gonna go into segment 2. This one will be I am going to play a little video I came up with. It's gonna be kind of like a 2-part thing. I'm gonna show like the clip, and then I'm gonna show like a part from the manga. I got it
And the
all
manga.
good to go.
All right, no one told me I had to click on other things.
All right, share my screen. All right, so here's the first part. Let me know if you guys can see that.
Yep.
John, can you see this?
let me see. Look, watch first. Hold on. Yeah, I can see it.
All right, cool. Oops.
Try to turn on my camera, by the way.
What the fuck? Why is it not playing now? All right, give me 1 sec. It was working just a second ago.
And now it's not. How could you?
It was.
You left us with anticipation.
Can you guys see my screen or not? I tried to turn on the camera. I thought I tried to get it working.
Nah,
Nope,
it's loading.
can't see.
I got my Goku shirt on too.
Ah. All right, can you guys see that?
No.
No, I don't see anything yet.
Oh, it's not even sharing. No wonder.
All right, now.
Let me start it over. I don't know why, but when I start it over, it just stops working.
Hey, look, you started it over and it's not working.
All right, well, one more time.
You said the thing. You were like, it's not gonna work if I start it over, and then you started it over and it didn't work.
Here we go. All right, this time I'm not starting over. I just paused it. So you guys can see that, right?
Yeah, I'm watching.
All right, cool. All right, I'm playing it.
No. Go on. Why do you have to do it? Why do you have to leave me? It's not fair. Oh gosh, no. What did they do to you, Gohan? You were my best friend. You were everything to me. Everything. This just isn't fair. Gohan! Gohan! Gohan!
So I don't know if you guys seen that movie, but that to us who've seen the movie, that's like how Trunks learned to go Super Saiyan, right?
So what you're saying is I should go and kill my best friend to turn Super Saiyan.
Nah, that's some Uchiha stuff from Naruto. But basically what I wanted to bring up, like, have you guys seen that movie by any chance?
I have it now, actually.
Oh, shit. So that shows like Trunks' timeline. Like Gohan, it shows like Gohan basically dies. Like Gohan's like training Trunks, and then Gohan like eventually loses an arm while trying to protect Trunks. So then later Gohan like knocks Trunks out to like go fight the androids by himself with one arm, and then he dies in that fight. And then Trunks, he when he like later discovers that Gohan died in that fight, he like turns Super Saiyan for the first time.
Yeah,
But
I didn't
Oh.
know that was a movie. I remember watching it episodically.
oh no, it was a movie.
Hmm.
So there's like, this is something I recently found out. So if you guys look at this part, this is the manga, and like when they did the manga part of it, like this is the opening part of the movie and the manga,
Hmm.
and Trunks already has Super Saiyan, which is freaking weird. Like learning this, because like I went like 10, 20 years later thinking like that was when Trunks first got Super Saiyan, you know? Like when he found out Gohan died. Uh so I wanted to get your
Is
guys' thoughts on it. I think
is
last time
is
we went.
Gohan
Oh god.
is Gohan missing an arm in this?
Oh yeah, he is. He is missing an arm already. Like I like base in the manga, there wasn't even a fight though. It's just like kind of like there's no fights at all. Like it's just a quick like like Gohan and Trunks go into the fight with the androids, and then it's a quick like uh like just goes to show them getting defeated or running away. Apparently, I could be wrong, but I remember something along the lines of that. Yeah. Since we went
So
with Jose first last time, I wanted to go with John first this time.
Just my thoughts on it, or what?
Yeah, any thoughts like thinking like on the whole like cuz like in the anime it was a powerful scene that it gave me chills, but then in the manga they changed it up or the manga was first, but what do you think about like why they changed it in the anime versus like if they should have kept it or not?
I don't know. I think just visually it looks better like that. For me, I just thought it was kind of interesting how because you said that's the first time he changed into Super Saiyan. I just thought it was interesting how that's kind of the theme for them changing into Super Saiyans. They like when Krillin, his best friend, got killed. Goku turned. So I don't know. I just thought it was maybe to kind of match that in the show, kind of how most of them end up turning Super Saiyan. They end up like facing some kind of get distraught or something like that, and then they gain enough power to kind of turn into Super Saiyan. Not sure why they changed the scene in the show, or sorry, the movie, but I think the movie just displays it better, in my opinion. I didn't really read the manga super like a bunch uh, for this movie, but I don't know. I just think they changed it because it kind of like matches the theme of all of them kind of changing Super Saiyan.
Good point.
So I was gonna say
Jose.
in the manga, like if I remember correctly, and it might be it's to John's point that it probably just like was a better story to tell. That's why they changed it. Because I read the manga a bit more, and if I remember in the manga, when they introduced Trunks, he was already Super Saiyan.
Yes.
Yeah,
And so like I remember thinking to myself when like he like was just saying like when he was a little kid in like that scene, I was just like, oh, he's always been this way kind of thing, or he did it with early age. Like it was just like he's just that good kind of thing. And so
well,
like
like I
mhm,
think it was just not to cut you off or nothing. I think as they once they first figured out how to do it, like Goku figured out how to do it without being in in ape form.
mhm,
He taught the rest of them, and they kind of like picked it up from there, and it was like easier for the rest of them, just from off the top of my head.
right.
Not off my bad.
No, you're good. But like what I was saying is like, I think you think like you're right in the sense of like to make it look better, to explain it to the audience, to just be like, hey, this is how Trunks becomes Super Saiyan. They changed it in the movie.
Mm.
um because it's just like, hey, like you're right, it's a way better story. Like that scene, like I'm sure more people remember that scene. They watched it, Gohan's dead, Trunks turned Super Saiyan. It's a really good scene, right? And like I remember watching it episodically. That's weird. Like I don't remember why, but yeah, like it's a really good scene in the manga. If they would have just adopted it from the manga, it would have, if they would have tried to do that same scene there, it would have just been like Gohan's dead and Trunks is sad. Boo-hoo.
Yeah.
But since he turned Super Saiyan because of it, it's just much more powerful. Like it gives him a very driving narrative, I guess you could say. Um, and it's just better. I don't know if it's better than the manga. I just personally like the manga more, but I'm just biased. Um, but it just makes for a good scene when you change it up like that. I mean, every anime does it a little bit, so I can't fault them for that. But it is a damn good scene to make in the anime. I, yeah, no, I think John's right. They changed it so that it could be a little bit of a better story.
I agree. Basically, it's like good story elements. It, like for me as a kid when I watched it, it gave me chills. Like even today, I still remember in my head. It was like, damn, that was powerful. You know. Uh, for the most part, I know. I think Goku taught Gohan how to turn Super Saiyan, but Goku didn't teach Vegeta how to turn Super Saiyan. Vegeta learned that one on his own. Uh, but for the most part, yeah, it does follow the theme. Like I did see one meme where it was like, like the meme was like, "Pain makes me stronger," and it shows like Trunks, Goku, Vegeta, and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, like when they all first turned Super Saiyan for the first time, and it's like all of them had to experience pain in some sort of way to become like a stronger version of themselves, the Super
Mhm.
Saiyans. So like it does go with the theme, like John was saying. Um Other than that, like I don't know why in the manga he's already Super Saiyan. I didn't really do any research on this. I do kind of want to research it now, but it's just kind of weird. Like it's just not like to me it's not good story elements. Like why? Like why is he
Well,
already Super Saiyan?
like I said, if I remember correctly, in the manga, and I forget how it was established, I think it's like part of that scene that you have there is that Trunks has been like Super Saiyan since he was like fucking like 7 or something, like super young. Like he became Super Saiyan. Um, I don't remember how though, and that's the thing. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I remember that scene in the anime because it was a good scene, but I don't remember in the manga if I'm sure they did, but like how he became Super Saiyan at a younger age. I'm trying to remember, and I just don't.
I think you got the main timeline Trunks from like the Kid Buu arc when he just turned Super Saiyan out of nowhere,
Mhm.
versus like the future Trunks where uh Uh, I mean, if the manga version is correct, we don't know how he turned Super Saiyan still. But if the anime adaptation of the movie of the manga, if that's the what we're considering canon, then it was from his pain from seeing Gohan died.
I don't know. To me, I feel like by the time Trunks comes around, well, I don't know. Do you guys remember if Goku's kids end up turning Super Saiyan first, or if Trunks does? I just know that for me, like when they learn something, they are able to do that like younger and younger. Like Gohan, he went Super Saiyan 2. You know, by the time the Cell Saga or whatever. I guess technically Trunks went back in time, but technically Trunks isn't born at that time. So I just feel like I don't know. To me, I just feel like he could have possibly learned to be a Super Saiyan when he was Trunks when he was like really young. So it's kind of hard to say which one is real. I feel like more the manga would be real. Like he would learn that technique when he's younger, just because all the other Saiyans know it. But I don't know. That's hard to say either way, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to tell since it's like three different timelines. There's the Kid Buu one where Goku or like where Trunks and Goten both are introduced knowing Super Saiyan. And then there's the future Trunks one in the manga where they show like his timeline where he like Gohan dies and he already has it. Then there's the movie where he learns it when Gohan dies. So it's kind of hard to understand which one we should go off of as fans. So I do agree with you guys there. Uh but I
Whichever.
kind of want to just go with the movie one because it's just the best one to go off of.
Like I said, I can't disagree with that. The movie one is just better because it gives a reason and it's cool. I'm trying. Oh god, I'm even looking it up, and I just can't find it of like how he got it so young because I don't think they ever explain it. I think it's just like he's cool. That's why he has it.
Yeah. Just to go with like the whole Dragon Ball theme, like John said, like the pain makes him stronger. So that's the
Mhm.
best way I can. That's the only logical way I can justify like what's it called Trunks getting it early.
Mhm.
Uh, and then on top of that, I just don't know what to think about like him getting it so early in the manga. I like it's just too weird for me. Like it doesn't make sense. Since I've went 20 years thinking he got it from when Gohan dies.
Nah, in the manga, he's always had it. He's just little kid.
Pretty much. Oh, if anyone else has anything to add, I think we can do a little in between segment, read the chats and all that stuff.
Go for it.
Find
Yeah,
some
it's cool.
memes. All right. So we got Rylan. Let's see. Share screen.
They see me riling. They hating.
I think it's this one. All right.
Watch me.
So Rylan, he says he's got one for us. I have one for you. Does the Ginyu Force have any good in them? What do you
Dude,
guys think?
the Ginyu Force has all the fucking good in them. Fucking who was it? I'm getting the name wrong. I fucking love the Ginyu Force. They're some of my favorite characters in Dragon Ball. Jace being my favorite because he used to be a baseball star. They show him like pitching at one point. And like he's just so fucking cool.
Yeah,
Um,
it's Crusher Ball.
hell yeah, the Ginyu Force has good enough. And I want to say Nava, but it's fucking Raccoon who does like I think he was a ballerina.
Did you watch
Um,
my video?
no, I just fucking like if you made a video of it, I would love to watch it because fucking I love the Ginyu Force. They're so cool. I've always loved the Ginyu Force because they remind me of the Power Rangers because of their dumb fucking little pose.
Yeah.
Um, uh, shit, I can't remember the his name, but the little frog dude, he has like telekinetic
Bulldo.
powers and shit. Yes, I think there is good in them. I love them. I think they're just henchmen to be henchmen. I think they do have good in them. I think there's a theory going around that like the dude who could switch bodies that isn't even his like original body and shit like that. I love
Oh,
the
the
Ginyu
purple
Force.
one. Yeah, I
Yeah,
swear you see my video. You're bringing up all this stuff from my video.
probably. Like I might have seen it. I don't remember. I mean, I do have you like on like YouTube and shit, but I don't remember. I just watch a lot of things about the Ginyu Force because I love them.
Okay, what about you, John? You think the Ginyu has any good in them?
Uh, I want to say yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I want to say yeah. I feel like most of them, their job is kind of being forced to do what Frieza wants because Frieza will take them out if Frieza doesn't like. I don't know if Frieza's a he or she, but if he or she like doesn't do what they say. So I feel like maybe at first it was like a job or whatever, but then at a certain point in time, like you basically have to do what Frieza wants, or he's gonna he or she's gonna kill you. So I feel like there is some good in them, and if they're just kind of following orders. So
Hmm.
I mean, you could say that's bad, but to me, I still feel like there's a little bit of good. And I don't know if this is just because it's the show or not, but they didn't kill those fools right away, like Goku and them, or Gohan and Krillin and all them. They kind of like played around and whatever. So to me, there's a little bit of good in them, but the fact that they have to do what Frieza wants, like, it's pretty much that's why they do what they do, and they get paid.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I think there is some good in them. They're just too goofy to not have like any like to be fully bad to me. I agree with Jose with the goofy Power Ranger poses and all that stuff. Yeah, I
I,
think they have like some good in them.
I remember that there was. I don't remember. Bird, bird. Fuck, I forget. I always forget their name. The blue guy who goes super fast. There's a history of like why he runs super fast. And I just don't remember what it is, but I
It's
remember it being like just kind of stupid and fun.
yeah, it's because his mom made him do a bunch of chores around the house.
That's
So
it. Yeah, and he needed to get super fast at doing it. That's why he's so fast. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that video. I didn't know that stuff about them. Uh let's see. Uh, Rylan says because when Trunks was 8, he was able to turn Super Saiyan. Is I don't know if that's in just the main timeline or if that was in the future timeline as well, though. That's just my question.
I'm pretty sure it's the main timeline
Okay. With the during
where
the
he.
Kid Buu era.
Yeah. Like I said, because it's in the manga and like I think all of the manga is in the main timeline.
I think the history of Trunks one when he was first introduced, he's like 12, 13. Like even in the movie, he was like 12, 13 when first introduced. So like right then and there, he learns already had Super Saiyan at 13. Just don't know like if the we're going off the manga, we don't know how early he got it prior to that point. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna
Yeah,
stop
I feel
streaming.
like the timeline thing, like that timeline shit always confuses me, so I wouldn't be able to like say for sure.
Yeah, for real. And then pretty much no other chats from the other ones except from my boy Stuff Central, just going yurt, yurt.
Stuff Central.
Yeah, that's one of the homies.
Nice, nice.
All right, let me see. I'm gonna try to look up at least one good meme before we go to the final segment.
I got no Dragon Ball memes. Oh man, I know. I think there's like more short. There's like shorts or something like that. But I wish they would do more of like the Ginyu Force. I fucking love them. They were so cool.
Let's see. My mental health is I turn. Let's see. Wait, let me change this just so the viewers can see it too. I have it just set to screen, but I'm streaming just one screen. So I want to stream to you guys the window. That way I can bring the window into the screen.
The window, not the wall.
To the windows. Wait, am I streaming it to you guys? You guys can
Yep.
see that, right? My mental
Mm-hmm.
health as soon as I turn 30. What's for breakfast? Breakfast, you're having oops, an existential crisis for breakfast. That's what. Are you do you guys feel that?
I fucking I love just because of what John said, the Frieza one. Any last words, Frieza? Are you a guy or a girl?
I gotta see that one. Frieza memes. This is
Ah.
my final form PS5. 2020 every 2 minutes. This isn't even my final form.
Hell yeah. Quarantine, 2 weeks Dragon Ball marathon. Not bad.
I agree with that. My phone battery dies faster than Yamcha.
I like
Damn.
that.
All right. Well, later, Rylan. Thanks for hopping in. So that does it for the little in between segment. Now I'm gonna give the floor to you guys. Do you guys have any DBZ topics you'd like to ask the rest of us? Remember, it could be anything Dragon Ball related, a scene, some good question, or something about production, anything Dragon Ball related. And then I can give you guys some time to think about it, but I think it's Jose's turn to go first.
So actually, there was something I was thinking of because I was running late because I was cooking food. Um, is how so Goku's supposed to be a farmer, correct?
In the start of
Like,
Super, yes.
well, yeah. So like he's just supposed to be like some country bumpkin. He's just supposed to be like nobody knows who he is. He just lives out in the middle of nowhere, grows his own food. Do you think he kills his own cows? Like, we see him catching fish, but do we ever see him actually have livestock? I know that we've seen him like actually grow like food and be a farmer, and he seems to be a half decent farmer. But I believe I remember that Goku says that his favorite food is like meat, and he eats a lot of it. But we never actually see him like have livestock. Do you think he just doesn't do it because he's too nice of a guy and just goes to a butcher? Or do you think as a farmer he has like cow and cattle somewhere to kill? Or does he just eat a bunch of fish?
Mm, I guess
Because
I
I
can
know
go first. Oh, God.
because I was gonna say I know that in like I think early Dragon Ball Z we see him running home as he catches like what looks like 100-pound fish up a hill because Chi Chi calls him or something like that.
Uh, to be honest, I feel like I think he just farms as a job to get money in the beginning of Super. So I don't think he has like his own livestock. I think he actually goes and grabs the fish from the lake, those big ass fish that he usually
Mm-hmm.
grabs. Uh, yes, I can't really think.
Because like I can't like even if he did have his own livestock, I just can't imagine myself. I can't just imagine Goku going to a pig and be like having pork chops tonight. Woo, Kamehameha, killing the pig. I can't imagine that. I feel like he probably goes to a butcher, but he's a farmer, right? So he should maybe have some around.
I mean, you got a good point. He probably does. I would assume so, since like those big ass fish are like 3 times the size, and like cows are like 3-4 times our size too. So it would
Mhm.
make sense. That's like a lot of meat for him to eat, and he eats a crap ton of fucking meat every like meal we see them eat in the whole series.
Right.
Uh, I would assume yes, maybe I mean, not he doesn't have his own cattle, but he would definitely kill some cows around like the area that are grazing in his like near his home for some
Right.
food. Yeah, I don't have too much on that. John, you got anything?
I think I think
Uh, I didn't hear because I had to use the restroom, but
Oh,
yeah, you went to the
all right.
bathroom real quick.
Oh, all right, Jose. Repeat that.
I was just saying, like, Goku's supposed to be a farmer. Now, not every farmer has cattle or, like, livestock, but, like, do you think that as a farmer, Goku would have, like, livestock on his own that he raises to, like, for meat specifically? Because I think I remember Goku saying that his favorite kind of food is meat. I might be getting that mixed up with One Piece, though, so I don't know. Um, but Do you think Goku would kill his own meat, like kill his own livestock, or do you think he just goes to a butcher because he's too nice of a guy to actually kill a living creature?
I would say no. Or no, I would say he does. I think I kind of heard in the tail end about him. He used to fish with his tail,
Right, yeah.
so I think he'll be okay with like killing animals. Um, I just I don't know though, because like killing like a bunch of livestock or whatever doesn't really fit him either. I do know, to be honest, I would probably lean towards him not having any animals because I remember him plowing the fields just like
Yeah.
right.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna say he probably doesn't. He's too nice for that stuff. Plus, you would have to like raise him, and
Mm.
I don't think he has that kind of time to do all that stuff. I think he's just doing like because obviously he's training stuff. I think he's just doing the minimal to keep Chi Chi happy, like doing the plowing the fields and all that stuff. I don't think he's like that real doing the real farmer's work.
He's
So
not out there putting the real.
Yeah, those are
I,
good points. He's always training and everything, so he doesn't really have time to raise cattle and then like butcher them later. He's more the type to just go find it already like grown and then go butcher it and eat it and stuff.
I wonder how much training actually being a farmer provides to him.
And then
Because, like,
in that one Dragon Ball Super episode, he wasn't even like working. Like he was like when he was farming, he was like trying to like train instead. He had goats and like plow the fields for him instead.
right?
Yeah, I don't really have anything. What do you think, Jose?
I just can't. Like I said, I would have to imagine that, like, he goes to a butcher and's like, "I'll trade you a bunch of my lettuce for a bunch of your meat," because I just can't imagine Goku killing like an actual like cow or pig or something. He just seems
Okay.
too nice.
Yeah, I can agree with that. All right, so I guess we're all on the same boat. Like, no, he doesn't really raise his own cattle. He just kind of uh finds it and kills it himself, or
Or
trades
just
for it.
goes to a butcher, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, if no one else has anything to add, then John, it's your turn to ask us anything Dragon Ball related.
All right. Yeah. I didn't really think of anything last night, but off the top of my head, I would ask, what is the strongest move from
In
any of
all
the
of
characters?
Dragon Ball, the strongest move.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to think of this one for a sec.
Ooh.
That's a good question, to be honest.
Chi-Chi's rage.
The pot, the pot smack.
Yeah.
the the Gohan is not going out training rage.
Yeah.
Uh,
God, I honestly don't know. I can't think of a lot of
no,
them.
the only ones I can think of is either from Frieza, his when he points one finger. Ah, shit, you guys can't see me. Points one finger and throws like the death, that giant meteor-sized like death ball, and
The death
destroys a whole
beam.
planet. No, no, not the death beam. The
Mhm.
the death ball one where he like destroys Planet Vegeta with it. Uh, that one, or like Kid Boo's version of it where he like destroys a whole planet with like basically the same way a giant energy ball. 'Cause like the only thing that can rival it in my eyes is Goku's Spirit Bomb, but Goku's Spirit Bomb can't kill Frieza. It did kill Kid Buu, but they had to like wish all of Goku's energy back because like Kid Buu was stopping it and he was pushing it back toward Goku. But then when they wished Goku's energy back, he turned Super Saiyan, and then was able to like push it back into Kid Buu and destroy him. Uh, but other than that, I can't think of like any
I'm
moves
trying.
that would rival. Go ahead.
So I was thinking about it because like the Planet Destruction one, isn't there one that when Goku turns like Super Saiyan God, it's called like the Starbreaker or I swear it's called like Star Destroyer or something like that, where it kind of looks like a mini fucking spirit bomb, like the size of like a basketball almost. What is the name of it? Hold on,
Oh,
let me Google it real quick. I'm sure I can just find the name of it.
I think you're talking about from the movie when Brawly was the canon Brawly was introduced, and they Goku and Vegeta fused into Gogeta, and then he uses that rainbow move. Is that the one you're
Yes,
talking about?
yes, yes. The Stardust Breaker is what it's called.
Okay.
Well, isn't that supposed to be able to like blow up fucking planets just by looking at it?
Uh, I'm not sure. Off the top of my head, I think that one is also kind of like a spirit bomb. Like it only hurts like evil people, I think. I'm not 100% on that. Feel like I heard that somewhere. But let me look this one up real quick.
It is performed by form of purification technique, a creature made of negative energy, but left the yeah, it doesn't say how strong. At least I can't find anything super quickly on how strong it is. But yeah, I thought I remember like that being like a super powerful move.
Let me see. I'm about to look this one up. What about you,
Because
John? What do you think? What do you? Oh
Well,
shit! You
I
said
don't know
you had
what
something else?
I would
Huh?
say personally, I would probably go with something. And I would go with two things. The one would be the spirit bomb that you guys already know about, but the second one would be the destructo disc. I
Mm.
would throw
oh,
out
the
there.
Destructo disc.
Yeah, because one, it not only did it cut Frieza in half, it also cut the tail off of the fucking gorilla for
Yeah, that's
when
true.
Vegeta transformed into him. And I've seen it a couple other times. It's sliced through pretty much anything. So like one of those two, I would throw in there. Normally people wouldn't throw out that destructive disc because it's Krillin's move, but I mean, like I said, if you could slice the tail off of Saiyan or you could cut Frieza in half, like come on now.
I would actually kind of agree with you. But it was actually Yajirobe that cut off
Oh, that's right. That's
Vegeta's
right. We
tail,
missed on the. That's
and
right.
then he actually did cut off like the tip of Frieza's second form tail with the Destructo disc. Uh, and like from my eyes, like I completely forgot about this until like I saw it like recently or someone mentioned it in a comment. I thought it like had 100% cut rate, but Krillin actually used it on Perfect Form Cell when he was first like he first absorbed 18 because like Krillin was mad like oh his boot thing just got sucked up and it's gone now. So he
I
used it
understand.
on Perfect Form Cell and it he just stood there and took it and it did nothing. Like the Destructo disc shattered. So if that didn't happen, I would agree with you.
So I'm thinking about moves that happen in like fucking like the much later seasons where Beerus was introduced and everything.
Mm.
Um, that's why I remembered the Stardust Breaker because I remember
Mm.
it being super strong. But didn't Beerus use like a move that supposedly could destroy anything, even like souls and shit like that?
Yeah, so I actually just looked this up and you hit the nail on that one. Here, I'm gonna show you guys this.
One other one too, before I forget, is the time freezing move that what's his name from the Ginyu Force uses also.
Oh
Like,
yeah, you're right. That's
Oh, yeah,
true.
yeah. When he holds his breath.
Hmm.
yeah, like that pretty much could fucking take
That
out.
could, yeah, you're right. That stops time.
Yeah,
Ah, dude,
exactly.
bringing the Ginyu Force into it. Now I'm thinking maybe Ginyu's change is the strongest move because like if anyone else has like the strongest move, he can just switch bodies with them real quick. Now he's got it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, he has to take time to learn the body, and who knows if he'll ever get to the same level because he never did with in Goku's body. Got to where Goku could.
Oh, that's true. He would need some time to get used to that body. Yeah, that's a good point. But let's say he does have the time to get used to someone's body and learn their techniques. Oh, I think Ginyu has the best move.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Although, yeah, this is the one I was talking about, the Hakai.
Yeah.
Like, so it can destroy literally anything. It can
Beerus.
completely erase an individual from existence across different timelines. Like, that shit is whack.
Yeah,
Like
that's
imagine just having breakfast with somebody in like a completely different timeline, and he just goes away.
like what the fuck happened to him? And
Yeah.
then Beerus comes over like, oh yeah, I destroyed him in timeline 5 or whatever. Yeah,
I don't
that
know if
move
that
is
would be
pretty
like.
strong.
I would have
Huh?
to say this one, just out of pure power level. I would have to say this one, the Hakai, would be the strongest one. Here, but like, what's the word I'm thinking about? Utility wise, the time stopping one, I can't imagine anything better than stopping time. That shit seems too good.
Yeah, that's true. I think the only thing that's like kind of like I'm thinking about is to counter that is from Dragon Ball Super. How far did you get in Super, Churro?
Uh, Shit, I don't remember really.
Did
I
you
honestly just
see
don't.
did you see the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 uh small mini tournament?
I don't know. I don't think I did.
Okay, cuz like Universe I forget which one is the cuz like I forget which one's Goku's universe. I think it's 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then they fought like Beerus's brother's universe, Universe 7. Someone correct me if I'm wrong there. But they had someone called Hit in their universe who can time skip like point 0.1
Ah.
seconds. So like basically like he's already like super fast like Goku and everybody and like just as strong as them. But then he can like skip point 0.1 seconds so he can travel a little bit further than like you can anticipate basically in that time.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I definitely didn't get there.
Okay. But and then like I think like while he was fighting Goku, he was actually getting stronger and evolving it to like a point 0.2, point 0.3 or whatever. And but like Goku went like Super Saiyan Blue and then he went Super Saiyan Blue plus Kaioken, so he was actually able to move during the time skip. So it was like kind of crazy.
Damn.
Yeah. Um But yeah, like I still think like versus utility wise, Goldo's is stronger, is better because he can just stop time for however long he can hold his breath. Versus Hit has like a small little window when he
Mhm.
can stop time. Uh,
That's cool.
yeah. Anyone else got anything to add?
So something I just wanted to add because this is going back to like a previous point. Um, I was remembering back to me saying like, "Can Goku kill an animal to eat its meat?"
Mm,
I It occurred to me that there are animal-like creatures in Dragon Ball. Like not just Beerus, who kind of looks like a whatever he's supposed to be, but there's like talking pigs and talking dogs and like talking like fucking the animals, right?
yeah.
So and so I had to like look it up because like yeah, there's still dinosaurs in the universe of Dragon Ball, and I completely forgot that. And so I can completely imagine Goku just being like, "All right, I'm hungry. Time to go and kill a T-Rex." That I can see. But
I can see that too.
I just wanted to bring it back, like just a quick going back to that because I forgot that there are like I said, talking animals in Dragon Ball, And then when I looked it up, I completely got reminded that there are dinosaurs in Dragon Ball, and yeah, that'll be fine. I'm sure Goku will be fine killing a dinosaur too.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if there's those big piranha fish too.
Yep.
Uh, yeah. All right. Well, that pretty much does it. Any final thoughts, guys?
Nah. We got anything left on chat?
We got one. It's just the homie stuff central. Let me show it real quick. Yeah, Rylan, he took off. He's like one of the main guys that be popping into my streams.
Nice,
Let's see. OBS. So I don't know if you guys can see this one right here.
Yeah.
Squall Rush, don't lie, Squall. You ain't reading shit. And then he hopped on Kick, said, "Yurt."
He got your man. Yeah, I don't ever see you reading shit.
Oh, we got another one just now. My other homie, Polinato, should have rolled. He always says that when I'm playing fighting games. Just a troll.
Should have rolled. Fuck, man. Yeah, I play a lot. I play mostly Street Fighter, and the only person who has a role that I think is Ken.
Ken? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. There are other people who have similar, but Ken usually has his little fucking tuck and roll.
Yeah, his little tuck roll and throw them off of him real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right, guys. That pretty much concludes the podcast then. Everyone in the chat, everyone viewing, I appreciate you all tuning in. If you guys haven't yet, please hit those likes and follows. I appreciate that a lot.
As Stuff Central would put, Yurt.
Churro, John, I appreciate you guys' time. This is a good one. It was a good first podcast. I think hopefully we can get Paxi, or I believe I know Eagle might want to join too. If Eagle joins, we'd probably have to do Sundays since he's off on Sunday.
Yeah,
John,
I
I
think
don't know.
Sunday works better for me, anyways. To be honest,
Oh, for real?
I think for usually, yeah, for the most part.
Okay.
Sundays is usually good for me too. Like I said, tomorrow I'm just doing D&D with Eagle actually. So
Yeah, for the time being, right now I can do Saturday, but it's if we get to like we start doing more or whatever, Sunday would probably be a better day.
All right. Yeah, okay. I'll definitely hit up Paxi then about that, and we'll see if we can plan something out for Sundays. Yeah, I could do Sundays too. Yeah, I could do Sundays too, as long as it's like a good chunk of time before work.
yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. Well, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I hope you all have a good one. And I'll catch you guys possibly next week.
All right, dudes. Catch y'all later.
Later.
All right. Peace. All right, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's see. Am I back on here? Thank you all for tuning in. I'll catch you all in the next one, viewers.